Hey everyone, and welcome back to GG Haven, and we are in the official Unleashed season. Riftbound Unleashed reveals are starting to happen, and we got some legends. Luigi is joined with me today. Luigi, what are we thinking about the Unleashed season, the preview season?
Oh man, I'm liking the cards that we have seen so far. The video was pretty funny with Skara, Toast, Yvonne, and at the last
Sidian.
Sidian. Thank
Sid,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. It was very cool to see they showing off all the cool cards and maybe potential combos. We'll see.
Yeah. I know, but it's obviously whenever a new set comes out, comes with new keywords, new additions, new mechanics. But starting off with new mechanics, we have our first legend, which is Kha'Zix or Void Reaver.
Yes.
You know, Kha'Zix is a fan favorite, and he reads, when you win a combat, gain 1 XP. So what is this XP they're talking about, Luigi?
So from what they were, or from what I was able to kind of pick out from the thing, it's a separate tracker that'll be on your field that you're able to utilize and use with, obviously with Kha'Zix, as well as other cards and potential battlefields. So with Kha'Zix, you can see here, spend 1 XP, you can buff any unit. Spend 2 XP, you can move an exhausted friendly unit from a battlefield to its base. So it sounds like you are able to do what yeah, I believe Yasuo is, not Yasuo. What's the legend name that can move a unit?
Oh yeah,
Is
Yasuo.
Is it Yasuo?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
Okay,
is
so then
Yasuo.
yeah, it's Yasuo. So it looks like Kha'Zix is going to be a Yasuo ability.
But it is purple orange, so can
Yep.
probably be an Aurora Kha'Zix incoming. But
Oh,
purple,
man.
I know purple, you also have spells like Fight or Flight to push units away, or Gust, you know, and then move your friendly unit there. So a lot of combinations can come around. We also have orange spells, right? So we have
Yep.
Challenge, which was pretty good. We have Cannon Barrage, right? You also get access to Jax or Jax's stuff, right?
Yep.
Because orange,
Yep.
right? So it's a lot of really cool things that you can do. And yes, getting XP and leveling up is part of what Unleashed is all about. It's kind of like, you know, same like League of Legends, right? When you know, do jungling, you level up and you get perks from it. That's what basically leveling up is. But are you excited to see the next card? Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, so also from the video, I believe they kind of hinted at how to earn XP. I think you earn XP by holding battlefields, winning combat, and I don't know what that could entail.
Winning a combat.
Winning combat? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how this XP system works.
Yeah. And then moving on, next we have Vex. We finally have a legend Vex. You know, the unit Vex was so strong, seeing massive plays with the Ezreal deck, right? But now we have the legend Vex, which says, when you are an ally hold, you may exhaust me to draw 1, right? So it's kind of like Draven, but Draven is when you win a combat. This is when you are an ally hold, you may exhaust me to draw 1. But the holding part, Luigi, I know we were talking about this. The holding part gives me a few ideas. You want to let the folks know what ideas are brewing up?
So if a lot of you may remember good old Tiana Crown Guard from set 2, one of my favorite cards from the set. When you hold here, your opponents can't score. So it's very interesting to see how she is going to be utilized in decks like this that let you hold to do certain things. So it'd be very cool to see.
And also the green Ari, right? Because when you hold, you gain an extra point, right? Plus, with access to purple and green spells, purple, which basically you can push away, you can rebuke. Green
Yep.
spells is you can buff or defy, right? So there's a very good chance you are able to keep hold of those battlefields, right? So I think Tiana Crown Guard finally found a good home with the Vex deck. But yeah.
Yep.
Moving forward, we have Ivern, the Green Father, and the Brush token. So Ivern reads, when you conquer a hold, you may exhaust me to replace that battlefield with a Brush battlefield token. So we're replacing battlefields now. So, and essentially, the way I read it is Ivern works with like a petting zoo kind of situation with bird, cat, dog, poro, and Ivor units have +1 in brush. So essentially pretty cool battlefield to kind of like change the game a little bit. And obviously the brush itself has bird, cat, dog, poro, and Ivor units have +1. However, if your opponent basically conquers or scores it,
Yep.
he or she can replace that battlefield back to its original. Even you could if you have no use of it, but I don't know why you would, because your entire
Yeah.
deck runs around bird, cat, dog, poro, and Ivern units.
Yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
be very cool to see how this deck gets crafted. I am very excited for Ivern. A lot of combo potential with the cards that we will get to in a sec, but it's going to be very cool to see.
Yeah, and then also with access to yellow and green, right? Green buffing spells and some green, some amazing green units. We also have yellow, right? Because yellow has a lot of kill spells, right? Cull, Hidden Blade. You can even hide cards and brush. Yes,
Yep.
I know what I said there, but yes, you could hide stuff in the brush, right? So it'll be
Yeah.
pretty cool to see all of that come into effect. Moving on, we do have Diana, Scorn of the Moon. Honestly, this is one of the decks I think I'm going to be playing, but essentially reaction, that means, you know, at any time during showdowns or outside, spend this energy during showdown. So you can add one, what is that? What am I thinking?
One energy.
One energy, thank you. And then basically abilities that add resources can react to, so your opponent can react to you basically adding this, but with access to purple spells, you know, stack deck for free. Try to search for that rebuke or the fight or flight or any other good cards that could come into handy from you saving
Yep.
that battlefield, right? Or scoring
Yep.
that battlefield. So really cool card, Diana. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a very cool card. Just to maybe clarify a little, you can only use the energy with Diana in a showdown.
Yes,
So you
yes.
can't, yeah. So for those of you that are like, oh, I can use it to play stack deck for free. No.
You can.
If you're in
during
a
reactions.
showdown, yeah.
can
If you're in a
in a
showdown,
reaction.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you can't. So
You
you,
can't.
have
Yes,
to be
yes, yeah.
within. You have to be within a showdown.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
Yeah.
And then moving forward, we have LeBlanc, Deceiver. When you
I know
conquer
this
or
is your
hold,
favorite.
I know. Well, it's between Diana and LeBlanc, so we'll see. But it depends on what I pull. But when you conquer or hold, you may discard one and exhaust me to play a ready reflection unit token there. And just before we move to the rest of it, a reflection token is I become a copy of something else when played. So it just becomes a copy of it. It doesn't get the card's play effects, right? So it probably is like a copy of the might, but doesn't get the card's effects. And then it becomes a copy of another unit there and give it temporary. It also gets temporary. So reflection is really cool. So I think Deceiver LeBlanc is going to be more of a play bigger units, then use your reflection tokens to get those conquering points and keep your base main units in your base, pun intended. But yeah. And then we also got a reveal of the signature spell, which is Mirror Image. So you choose a unit, So in this case, let's say we choose, blue. So let's say we choose a Mundo. Choose a Mundo, play a ready reflection unit token to your base. It's ready, right? So let's say your Mundo is at like 18 might. You play a reflection unit, copy that 18 might from the Mundo, right? It gains temporary, but it's okay. That 18 might, I'm sure, is enough for you to conquer that other battlefield,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yep.
Right? So pretty cool, Luigi. What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how people manipulate and utilize that copying ability. Now, I noticed that the reflection says on play effects.
Yeah.
It doesn't say effects. So, hey, Ari, or not Ari, Draven, when you win a combat draw,
That's true.
It says play effects, so we don't know how the full
Potential
is gonna play out, because I'm sure they're gonna release a rule update following the set and all the card text.
Yep.
Stuff.
As our resident judge in Haven, Luigi, we look out for you when it comes to these allegations and these questions. So you better read up, because there's a lot of reading to do.
Yes.
But next we have Bashful Bloom. Luigi, take us through it.
Yes. So this is Lilia. And it for 4 energy, you can tap her, play a ready 3 might spirit sprite unit token with temporary. This ability costs 1 less for each friendly unit with temporary. This is going to be very cool to see. If you've got 4 temporary units, you can just play a 3 might sprite token for free, right? Now, you do lose the unit at the beginning phase, but you might need to hold that battlefield for a game, so you just kind of flood the board with as many sprite tokens as you can.
Yeah. And then we also got a reveal of her signature spell.
Yeah, so this is Lilting Lullaby. It's a reaction, counter a spell. Its controller can't play spells this turn. This card is insane. It's 2 energy, 2 power of green or purple.
Blue.
And blue.
Yeah.
And you just counter any spell, and that person can't play spells for the rest of the turn.
That's
hard stop. Sorry, Timo. Sorry, those spell slingers, Ezreal. You won't be able to play anything.
It's literally Brynhir Storm Rager or Stormrider, but in a card, right? Like it's kind of broken. I think this is very, very, very broken card. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But I generally think this is a very broken card.
The only thing missing is hidden.
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have our champion units, right? So a huge fan favorite, Jin, Murderous Artist, has Deflect, because obviously why not? Has Ganking, because Deflect wasn't enough. And when I move, you add an energy or a power, right? So you're just like, I can already see his potential in the Kaisa deck. He is definitely going to be a unit in the Kaisa or the Draven deck, right? Just with the Deflect and Ganking, so strong.
Yeah, I can see this being insanely annoying in the Kaisa deck. That extra energy and power that you get when it moves, that's almost a free Falling Star. That's almost a free Hex Tech Ray. That's what's the other one? Void Seeker as well.
Cheaper, very cheap.
You're just making Kaisa insanely strong with this. It's crazy.
I know. I cannot wait to play and upgrade my Kaisa. Moving on, we also got Vi, Hothead, another red unit, right?
Yeah, let's just keep buffing Kaisa.
I don't think Kaisa would use this card most likely, because essentially Deflect, and then you spend 2 energy and 1 recycle to double my might this turn. So theoretically, you could just keep doubling. It doesn't say what you can only do it once. You could just keep spending 2 recycle, and keep doubling it to go over 100 might, right?
But Div, do you hear a time warp?
Oh my god!
Do I hear time warp with plus that effect go on?
Oh my
god, dude.
Or but on the outside, someone could just fireflight or rebuke it.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah,
I know. Yeah. But hey, man, this is one of the diptych, or which is a term used for extended art. So they kind of showed this on at Gamma. So it's a diptych art, which is diptych is for 2, triptych is for 3. So this pairs well with the Jinx card, which they haven't revealed yet, but they'll eventually reveal during preview season. And then next we have, oh my god, the big man himself,
Yes,
Master
Big
Yi.
Man Master Yi. Yes. So this card is when I saw this card I was at a loss. Level 3, I cost 2 energy and 1 power less while you have 3 plus XP, get the effect. Level 6, 4 energy, 2 power. Level 11, 6 energies, 3 power. Level 16 is the big one. I can't be chosen by enemy spells and abilities. This is pretty much a good luck. It's on point for game.
It's a pentakill. It's a pentakill.
It's a pentakill, yeah. So this also introduces the level system, which they haven't really talked about
too much in detail
yet, because I'm kind of seeing getting to level 3 can be doable, but getting to level 16, you have to be doing some insane plays in order to get this card to that level. But that's the game, right? There's probably other cards that we're missing that'll probably say like, oh, when I move, gain 1 XP. When I move, gain it, like small little cheap cards. But man, when I saw this, I was like,
I know,
brain turning. What how does this work? Trying to get it to work.
I know, it's amazing, right? Like, I'm sure it'll be tough to get it to level 16, because if you get it to level even 11, right, Master Yi comes out for just 6 energy, because you're not playing the 3 recycle, right? So for 6 energy, you're getting a 12 might unit. I'm sure you can just bring it out at level 11 and then XP raise to level 16, so that he can be chosen by enemy spells and abilities. He's definitely a game ender, and kind of like combats well against the Baron, I think.
100%.
Then moving forward, we have Wildmaw.
Yes, this is so funny because for those of you who don't know, there's a battlefield called Vilemaw's Lair. So this card pairs really well with that card. So Vilemaw has Ambush. You may play me as a reaction to a battlefield. You have units. Enemy units here with less might than me don't deal combat damage. And when I hold, draw 1. And Div, what card do we know and love that's from the Spirit Forge set that will pair really well with this card?
Tiana Crown Guard.
Yes, sir. If you throw this and Tiana on Vilemaw's Lair, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. That's all
I know. I think it'd be really cool in the Leona deck. I really think Wildmaw can work really well in the Leona deck.
Yeah, the high power cost and energy cost is kind of probably maybe 1 or 2 of. But if you get this out and you have Vilemaws, your opponent's gonna have a tough time.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Dead Bloom Predator situation, right? You only run like 2 of max, like not more.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Then next we have Nidalee cat form, right? She also has Ambush, and when I win a combat, draw 1. I'm just trying to wonder, like, we get the cat form, would we get like her humanoid form as well?
Yeah, so very interesting enough, this will pair really well with Ivern because she has the cat tag. So I'm kind of getting a sense with these cards that Ivern's going to be like the jungler main deck. You've got Rengar, you've got Nidalee, um, Lilia as well. I'm sure you could probably run her
Yeah.
champion unit in that Ivern deck. So lots of different potential with these tags that they're
Yeah.
adding.
I'm gonna say right here, when Riftbound was revealed, I was the one who talked about the different tags and how they're gonna come into effect.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they're coming into effect,
Mm-hmm.
I really want to go find that message where I actually said it and post it, because
Yeah.
that was months before Origins was like even released in China. This just
Yep.
showed a few cards. But yes,
Yeah.
next, and yes, speaking of Ivern, pairs really well
Yep.
with the champion unit Ivern, friend to all. So as you play me, you can choose the bird, cat, dog, or poro tag and give it to it, right? So, and then when I conquer a hole, score 1 point if your units have all of the following tags among them. So Ivern is more of a playing solitaire with my deck to make sure that I have a bird, I have a cat, I have a dog, and a poro. It's literally like running a shelter, right? Running a petting zoo, running a petting shelter to make sure you have those things with you to take
Yeah.
care of.
Yeah. And notice that it says units you have. It doesn't say add a battlefield. So
Yes.
you want to camp them at your base, keep them there, push a battlefield, gain 2 points. You only need
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
So like it's a very fun card.
Yes. And then we have Rengar Trophy Hunter. So a little bit of lore. If you folks don't know, if you have a Rengar on your team in League of Legends, and if you have Kazakhs on the opponent team, at level 16, there is a quest. Essentially, if Rengar beats the Kazakhs, he takes his I think his claw or his thing, and then
It's his claw.
his claw, and then if
Yep.
if Kazakhs wins, he takes Rengar's tooth. But the quest, when you finish it successfully, is called Trophy Hunter, which is a little bit of lore for all of you League of Legends fans. Um, as a jungle main, yes, I'm supposed to know that apparently, so I know it now. But Rengar says I can be played to a battlefield where there are enemy units. So ambush is essentially a reaction, right? So you need to have units there. So he also does have ambush, but he also has this effect that he can be played to a battlefield where there are enemy units there. So it's kind of like a Deathbloom Predator, right? So you can just play
Yep.
him, but he also has ambush in case you don't want to do that, right? Also, I just want to say Rengar is also a cat tag.
Yeah, that's
I just realized that while looking at this card.
yep,
Right?
yep.
So Rengar can be played in the Ivern deck. Just saying.
Yep.
Okay. And then moving forward, we have Ash. So take us through
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, so Ash focused. When you play me, choose an opponent. They reveal their hand. Choose a card revealed this way and banish it. When they hold, return it to their hand, even if I'm no longer on the board. This card can... the endless possibilities with this card in yellow is insane. If you can keep Ash alive, you can pretty much prevent a key spell from ever coming back into play. And it doesn't have to just be a spell. It's any card revealed. So if it's a time warp, buy time warp. If it's a Mundo, goodbye Mundo until Ash leaves, and they have to hold. They have to hold in order to get that card back. If they don't hold, it's just going to be banished for the rest of the game.
Wow.
Very cool card.
That is really cool. Okay. And then finally, just a few tokens here. So we got the bird token. So there are some units that check out the blog that they posted. We'll post in the description below. They talked about a lot of other units that can spawn out bird tokens. They haven't revealed everything yet, guys. It's just day one of preview season, right? We just wanted to put this video out, but they gave out so much information. And then this is the reflection token as well, which we talked about earlier when it came to LeBlanc. But for our final thing today, we're going to talk about is our Otacon unit.
Yes, Otacon. So, Otacon, as everyone knows, I think it was last season. I think since then they removed him from the game, or they didn't remove him.
Yeah.
him and Xin Zhao, lore dump, him and Xin
Yeah, yeah,
Zhao
yeah. Yeah.
fused, and now it's Zahin.
Yes, yes.
But Otacon, you may kill a friendly unit as an additional cost to play me. If you do, I cost one less energy and power for each. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. I cost one less for each energy it costs and one power less for each power it costs. It has ganking, and when I attack, the defender must kill one of their units.
Oh my god, the endless
Oh
possibilities
man.
I can see. Like, oh my god, you play Harness Dragon to kill one
Yep.
of their units. You play Otacon to kill your Harness Dragon to make your Otacon cheaper. Oh my god, that is a
Yeah.
deadly combo right there.
I believe Harness Dragon's 9-2 power, right? Or
Uh
is it 9-1 power?
I think it's I forget. I think it's
Yeah,
9-2 or 9-3.
pretty much. You're playing Otacon for one rune and one power, or
Yes.
2 power at most,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
it's crazy. And when you attack, they gotta kill something.
Also, I think Otacon could work really well in a baited hook deck. A combo with a baited hook? I just realized that. Right?
Oh,
Yes, so baited hook. So you kill a unit to make
yeah.
Otacon cheaper to play out. But when he plays out, you can also kill another unit to make him even cheaper.
Oh
Oh, we
my
just cooked
god.
something right there.
Oh, if you have multiple baited hooks, you do it twice a turn.
Oh my god, that's
Oh my
crazy.
god. You play them for free.
Oh my god. All right. And then those are our reveals that we've done for today. But we wanted to
Yep.
talk about one more last important thing, which is basically, Baron Nashor, when he was revealed, basically
There we
broke
go.
Riftbound Twitter because Baron Nashor seems very strong. Is also a purple unit. But one of the things that they released in the blog is we have regular art, we have alt arts, and then we have overnumbered rarity, right? But for the first time ever in Unleashed, they're going to be revealing ultimate rarity, which is very, very, very hard to find. And Baron is the only card that's going to be available in the ultimate alt art rarity, right? They
Nice.
said they might not or may not do it in the future sets, but they won't do it for all the sets. It's only for those very special cards, right? And Baron being one of those very special cards, like Baron is like the most important thing in the game of League of Legends, right? It can make you win or lose games, right? So that's why the devs have thought about doing Baron Nashor. But yeah, that's what we have for
Yes.
you today as our reveals. Any closing thoughts, Luigi, before we end the video?
Yeah, just one. So going back to what you said about Baron being the only ultra rare or the highest rarity card, I'm gonna say this now. They'll probably do the same thing whenever they decide to bring Elder Dragon into Riftbound. Whenever
true.
Elder Dragon comes, that'll also get that rarity because
Yeah.
Elder is very iconic in the game as well.
Yes.
Please, devs, bring Elder Dragon.
Yes. Awesome. That's a good point, Luigi. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today. This is our first ever for Unleashed. We'll probably be doing a lot more with Unleashed. And most importantly, we're going to be back on the grind to do some beginner guides for you folks with the
sir.
new legends coming out. So we did all of the 16 legends in Origins, 12 legends in Spirit Forged, and I think there are again about 12 legends in Unleashed, which we're going to be making beginner guides for you all. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. And for everything else, Riftbound, stick to GG Haven. We hope you have a fantastic preview season and can't wait to see you on the Rift.